You are giving people's closest confidants a run for their money, and it's because you know so damn much. It's like, how on earth do you know this stuff? I feel like that you just have a crazy level of access to information. You're just like, I wanted to say a sleuth, but it's like it's more than that, and I feel like it's more passive than that as well. I don't think you're actively out there investigating people. I feel like you could if you wanted to, but like I don't know. You're just so intuitive that it's scary. You're just so intuitive that like you'll just be walking by people and like I don't know, just pick up on stuff about them. It's like you know how a dog can sniff another dog's butt and they just get all of this information about the dog. It's as if the dog handed over an ID card. It's like you're doing this energetically. You're not sniffing their butts, but you're walking by them and it's almost like your spirit just gets a wisp of their energy and like it creates a snapshot for you. It's like you have energetic synesthesia. I don't know. It's like it can be it just represents itself in such a profound form to you that it's like I don't know, people think you're just a master of energy, but above all, it feels like you know more about them than you should. And it freaks people the hell out. Like it does. We got the devil here as the first card on the board or the table. The devil talks about toxicity, rebellion, feeling bound to a system that exploits you, has you dancing on strings. People feel like you can immediately see what they're ashamed of, but you can also immediately see what ties them up. They feel exposed and naked sometimes around you, and I feel like that's what makes people want to almost keep their distance from you. And it's like your awareness is so powerful. It's like you have a field of effect. If somebody walks in a certain distance of you, it's like they feel you and they feel like you're reading them. And it's like not everybody's like this. I feel like other intuitive people pick up on you specifically. Like you know how in X-Men Cerebro, literally like you'll be pinging off the charts in the grocery store. Right, and people will be like, why is this person's energy so intense? They're literally just looking for soap and lunch meat. I don't know, like it just doesn't even matter where you go. Like people are, and it's not like they're surrounding you, talking to you about you like that, like in that sort of way. It's just like people stare at you, people are wondering what's going on with you, and I feel like the other people, when they go places with you, they'll notice this specifically, and it's because people feel like you can see them, like, some people feel naked in front of you, um, and yeah, and like this effect that you have on other people, back to the devil, it'll have people around you, the people who you came with, weirded out. They probably have never even said anything about it to you, or maybe they have, I don't know. But it's like it'll freak people out because it's like, why does everybody keep looking over here? It's like, do you have egg on your face? It's like, no, it's that energy. It's that energy. Like they're not even looking at you at this point. It's like whatever they're seeing, they're just seeing something like that pings their attention when you walk into the room. We have justice on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, right? Like the devil would be injustice, it would be unfairness too. Justice is talking about an even playing field, is also talking about things being brought back to like level. You are, what is that called? Like a rock for some people. You are simultaneously a trigger and a rock because people feel like that you provide an immense amount of comfort and the depth of your understanding. It's like being friends with you is probably a very different experience because it's like you'll take the time to get to know somebody, but you intuitively pick things up about people, which is just something that isn't offered in a regular relationship. The things that you can learn about the person that you actually care about, and like the level of detail you can be attentive to, it knocks everybody else out of the water. Like you'll have people, like if you're really down from somebody, like they know it. It's they know it. They don't have to guess. And it's like you're again, it I don't know, people just feel like that you know them. It's the best way that I can put it. People feel like you know them. With the devil and justice, it feels like you know the bad things they've done and the good things they've done. And I feel like you make your decision based on that. And it's just something that they're not used to. People usually judge them off the masks, on the masks that they wear, but you bypass that completely aggressively. You throw that shit on the floor and step on it, and you judge what you see right in front of you. And the thing about it is, people like they'll feel freaked out, but it's not like they don't sense malice from you. They know that whatever judgment you're about to come to is not coming out of ego. It's not coming out of a desire to cut them down or to like necessarily build them up. I feel like you were just assessing the truth of what you see right in front of you with justice as well. And it's like, I don't know, some people will avoid you entirely because to know what you really think is scary, right? It's not that it can't be changed, but it's just like what you're seeing is coming from observation and passive picking up on context clues and energy. So they know whatever is about to come out of your mouth, if they ask you a question, it's about to be something you've thought about, that you've gone over, you've analyzed it, and you've come to a complete decision. And unless new information is present, bitch. So people, they want to know like, what do you think of me? How do you think of me? But really, I don't tell me. It's like they want you to show them through your body language only. That's crazy, the effect you have on people, and the level of subtext that's happening in your interactions is just something that is funny, but it's also just like, what the hell is going on? It's almost like you're just having unsaid conversations with people. It's almost like telepathy, right? Like it's like your presence alone like raises the, I don't know, like the compatibility of minds even because the energy is just so potent, you know? Like you put everybody in a cerebral headspace. It's kind of wild. You know what? Look, we got the Page of Wands. This is like, I don't know why this is about you knowing other people and how deep you know them. You know their inner child with the Page of Wands. You know, you could just tell who's connected to the inner child and who's not purely by energy alone. And I feel like other people, when they're connected to their inner child, they look at you and feel inspired because you are also connected to yours, but yours is in like a way to where if you had lost connection, you built it back and stronger because that has its own feel to begin with. Like people, again, they feel the trials and the tribulations and the choosing to be happy and whimsical. And this is something they recognize within themselves and they see it in you as respect and strength. Right? They're like, oh, this person can choose to feel how they want, just like I can. Like you're pinging off the charts. Like you're having fellow minds recognize you at this point, right? Which is always like it's great when somebody outside of what you do recognizes what you do, but when people that do what you do and that are how you are start recognizing you like that, it's a level up because it's like you're established in whatever you do. And I feel like you're just established in being that bitch. Like this is because this is technically not you doing anything crazy. This isn't about you physically doing much for other people, but it's like what you bring to the actual environment transcends the physical anything you could give, right? It's like the way the energy changes when you're in the room is payment enough. You know what? Like people just want you to show up. Like literally people just want you to show up. We have the Ace of Wands here. The Ace of Wands is the root of the powers of fire, of will, of ambition, of creativity, and the unshakable like desire to move forward in life. That's also what people get from you. It's like on the other side of the whimsy, there is an intensity, like a smoldering intensity that I'm just getting a dragon encased in magma and like you just see heat waves, but obviously it's not damaging the dragon. And there's just something like that. Like it's not dormant within you, but it lies within you. It's not always active, but people feel like this, again, a passive energy from you that like there's more to you than just like fool energy, that where like whimsy, having fun and taking leaps of faith. There's also calculated kind of pragmatic moves that you make on a chessboard, right? Like you can see the world as Candyland and a game of chess at the same time, like the wheel of life where you spin it. There's something about that. Like people feel like, I don't know, because I'm getting somebody in a 4D position and because they have an overview of the current 3D world, but you can view it in an abstract way, like reading a book or playing a board game. And it's like, it's not that you're actually like in, but you know what I mean, right? It's like the level of the concept of energy that you're acting on, that you're utilizing is like that. It's as if you are playing a board game because you have this certain viewpoint on life, right? And it's rooted in your creativity and your passion and in your ambition. I don't know, you're just one of those that ever since a kid you had a goal, you had a dream, and it was unconventional. And it was so unconventional that like to pursue it would just be like if you fuck it up, you're just literally gonna like you're going to put yourself in a bad spot. And I feel like that you took no heed to this. And that's why it's coming out as the Ace of Wands because what is fire? Fire can get out of control, right? So it's like your unbridled pursuit was seen early on as reckless, impulsive, and stupid, not because you couldn't do it, but because like if you fail, right, you're not going to have anything else to fall back on, and it's like you knew you weren't going to fail, and so you just went forward, gung ho, you didn't care. If the bridge is burned, if the opportunities that were for the regular path fell to the wayside, it didn't matter because they weren't for you anyway. You knew what was for you, and I feel like you went for it. And if everything in the rear view mirror had to crumble first, you allowed it to. And this is something that people cannot fathom, that you just took a plunge into not off a cliff into an abyss, and it turned out to be a portal to your, I don't know, greater being, your higher self in a way, right? An embodiment of a certain purpose rather than following what everybody else was doing. And this is where people start to wonder about you. This is where people start to realize that maybe they're interacting with a much bigger fish than they had originally thought. Your growth, the rate of your growth scares people. We have the Chariot here. And I was bringing up the inner child, the shadow, all of that. This is what it's for. It's to move forward. You have the dark and the light. The two sphinxes represent the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. And to move through the phases of life in a real way, a way that aligns with your true soul and who you are, you need both. You can't just have one, you need both. And you did the shadow work to acquire the darker half, the thing that people don't want to do. And this is why it scares them, because you willingly face something that people, that your own mind actively hinders you from getting access to. And it's like you have to defy yourself to love yourself almost. It's a paradoxical thing that you've done. That's what gives me like, that's what gives you this powerful energy, this like, I don't know, this like it's almost like a cosmic feel to it. That, and people are like, how are you even like, where did you even get this mindset? And I think aside from the mindset, it's the lack of fear. But I feel like it's not because you don't have any, and it's not because you don't face fear. You can't really get rid of fear. You need it technically. If you don't have fear, it's because you have like a deficient mental structure. The amygdala is misfiring. Something's wrong with it. Right? Fear is necessary. It's part of your senses, especially the unseen ones. You need those feelers, right? But you know how to manage it, and you know how to quell it yourself. This, do not underestimate this feat. This is something that people cannot really do because fear hijacks your body. Fear overrides your ego. It overrides all things and only wants you to survive, and you'll do anything to do it, right? And it doesn't mean that the situation in front of you has to be that dangerous or require that level of action, right? But the brain doesn't care. So it's like the way that you can intercede between the fear hijacking your mind is next level. And this is why you move forward like this. It's not like this is what creates your lack of hesitation without impulsivity or not thinking, right? It's like an accountability thing. It's a facing of oneself. And then it's a getting like a realistic, unbiased view of the problem environment in front of you. And this is like the road, the tracks collective. Those are the tracks you're on. It's not tracks, it's the high speed railway system. And the more work that you do, the greater the voltage and the magnetism is, the faster you go. We got the Empress here. This is you sitting back. This is you in the driver's seat. Like because there, if you think about it, the driver is both active and passive at the same time. And I feel because it's like the car, the chariot, the car is technically doing the work, but you're providing like the brain of it, right? And the Empress is giving me that in this context. It's like the energy that you're operating in is, uh, it's like a controller, a master, because it's like the Empress and the feminine energy can talk about orchestration behind the scenes. And so people feel like, oh, this is the calculated thing. It's like you pull strings for yourself. This stuff does not affect other people. This is why it's masterful. When you manipulate your environment, when you manipulate your energy, all of that, this is stuff that affects you. This is why it's magical. If you were having to do stuff that relied on affecting other people to cause change, it would be bad. It would be evil, narcissistic, right? But what you're doing is the complete opposite. You're making like this system that works for you, that you know how to pull the levers for, that is not going to affect the person even standing right next to you. Like it is powerful. And the Empress representing that, I feel like is extremely fitting because again, it's the highest point of authority other than the Emperor, right? They sit at the same, they're equals, right? But it's like it's just like your mind. Your mind. It's a masterpiece. It really is. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful because I've brought up the Fool multiple times. I didn't even see it. We have the Fool right here. The whimsy, the plunge into the abyss, the choosing to be happy while actively confronting parts of yourself so that you can integrate them to become more whole, so that you can further move along the purpose of your life. It's actually incredible. And it is scary. It's scary. This full level transcendent release that you've been experiencing is something that's written about. It's something that people love to flirt with. The idea of it is incredible. To dream about it is fulfilling, but to actually do it is impossible. But not for you, and not for the people who put their mind to it, because it's not impossible. You are the proof, right? But it is terrifying because it involves going into the unknown. Just because you've done it like you've done it does not mean that when the other person has to do it, it'll look any way similar. This is where the truth of your soul gets splattered across your life like a canvas. And however it happens is how it happens, right? And I feel like the picture, well, you can actively like paint the picture, you know what I mean, right? But it's like it's different. Not your painting is not going to look the same as theirs, right? So there's nothing to copy from. That you can't really cheat on this exam, right? And it's like you're literally passing it with flying colors. I think passing is too light a term. Like you're soaring right now, collective. And with the Fool here, it's like you're just equipped. You're equipped to really bring it all the way to hell.